the amount of energy I have right now. You guys probably can't see it very well. My Salmon Colby cup, it turns to the mug shots when it's heated up. Who is knocking on my door right now? Today, hold on. Today we are going to talk about Wendigos. So as you can tell, it's kind of already a spooky video, but I have better lighting so it's not all like super red and dark. And I'm wearing my Colby Brock merch, you know. Today we're going to talk about the Wendigos. If you've watched Supernatural, there is an episode in the first season, it's the second episode I'm pretty sure, where they talk about Wendigos. So I would watch that episode. It's a really good episode and it's pretty cool and tells you a little bit about it. But the Wendigo is one of my favorite like spiritual, I don't know how to explain it, but like favorite spirits, because I just find it so intriguing for some reason. It's kind of like a skinwalker in a way, but not. But it's still like really cool, and I don't know, it's always catch my attention. The Wendigo is a man-eating creature or evil spirit native to the northern forest of Nova Scotia in the Atlantic coast and Great Lakes region of Canada. The Wendigo may appear as a monster with some characteristics of a human or as a spirit who has possessed human being and made them become monstrous. It is historically associated with murder, insatiable greed, and cultural taboos against such behaviors. So basically, it's a man-eating monster that is usually associated with murder and greed and just bad behavior in general. It's obviously it's a bad spirit. It's not a good spirit at all. The creature lends its name to the controversial modern medical term Wendigo psychosis, described by psychiatrists as a culture-bound syndrome with symptoms such as an intense craving for human flesh and fear of becoming a cannibal. In some indigenous communities, environmental destruction and insatiable greed are also seen as manifestation of Wendigo psychosis. Cat, can you stop scratching at the door, please? So, to its folklore, this is the description. The Wendigo is a part of the traditional belief system of a number of Algonquin, I think that's how you say it, speaking peoples, such as Abiquiu, the Celtic, the Cree, the Naskapi, and the Innu. So basically, these are all like Native American tribes, so I'm struggling to speak them. I can't speak very well in general, let alone these Native American tribe names. So sorry if I'm messing them up, but that's just the way my speech works. Although descriptions can vary, somewhat common to all these cultures in the view that the Wendigo is a malevolent, cannibalistic supernatural being. They were strongly associated with winter, the north, coldness, famine, and starvation. So basically, they view the Wendigo as a malevolent, bad, cannibalistic supernatural being. But it was strongly associated with the winter, the north, the coldness, famine, and starvation. So yeah, it may have been viewed as very bad and a supernatural being, but it wasn't always that way, and really it's more of they go through a lot, so they resort to the very last thing. And yes, it may be a bad thing, but they had no choice. So in a sense, you have to kind of put yourself in the shoes of that, and that's the reason why it's, I guess, the way it is. Basil H. Johnston, a Abiquiu teacher scholar from Ontario, gives a description of the Wendigo. The Wendigo is a point of emaciation. I think that's how you say it. Emaciation. I don't know. I'll put the word up on the screen. It's desiccated skin pulled tightly over its bone. So basically, this is a very kind of like sensitive subject, but if you know what an anorexic person looks like, it kind of looks like that. It kind of looks anorexic. It's very tight over its skin. It's very starved. It doesn't eat very much. So that's why it's always eating and resorts to cannibalism, because it literally never eats. so it resorts to the last thing. And yes, it may be bad, but you kind of got to put yourself in your shoes. Its complexion, the ash gray of death, and its eyes pushed back deeper in its sockets. The Wendigo looked like a gaunt skeleton. Yeah, that's a word. Skeleton. Recently, what lips it had were tottered and bloody. Unclean and suffering from the separation of the flesh, the Wendigo gave off a strange and eerie odor of decay, decomposition, of death and corruption. Oh, cute. She's cute, guys. She's cute. In Abcu, yeah, I think I'm starting to say that right. Abcu, Eastern Cree, West Main Swampy Cree, Naskapi, and Innu lore. Wendigos are often described as giants that are many times larger than human beings. A characteristic absent from myths or the Algonquin creatures. Whenever a Wendigo ate another person, it would grow in proportion to its meal it had just eaten, so it could never be full. Therefore, Wendigos are portrayed as simultaneously gluttonous and extremely thin due to starvation. So basically how the Wendigos work is, they're like, hey, let me eat this person, it's my food. Now I'm gonna grow to the exact size of it so it looks like I haven't eaten and therefore I'm still growing. No, it doesn't ever get full for some reason. It just grows to that size. So then Wendigos get like giant because of how many humans they've eaten. And it's like, what's the point? Why are you feeding yourself if you're just growing to that size and you're still like not full? Obviously, there's a reason why you're starved to death. There's a reason why you look like you basically have anorexia. Because kind of, in a sense, you do. I'm, okay, trying to wrap my head around that, but the Wendigo is seen as an embodiment of gluttony, greed, and excess, like I said before. Never satisfied after killing and consuming one person, they are constantly searching for new victims. So basically, they never stop. They are an unstoppable force. And they're just going, you know? In some traditions, humans overpowered by greed could turn into Wendigos. The myth thus served as a method of encouraging cooperation and moderation. Humans could also turn into Wendigos by being in contact with them for too long. So basically, human Wendigos are cannibals. And cannibals do exist, believe it or not. And it's disgusting, and it kind of makes you fear that, but they're very rare. But basically, that's what human Wendigos are. They're cannibals. So, in a sense, Wendigos may exist, and it may just be just cannibals that are Wendigos, and we just have not, like, paid much attention to it. But if you're going by the definition of a Wendigo, a cannibal kind of fits along with it. Now, if you're going by the description of what it looks like, I don't know, but if you're going by the description of what it does, it kind of sounds like a cannibal, right? I think that's all I have to say. Thus being said, this Wendigos, they're basically cannibals. That is my summary. That's what I got from this, was Wendigos are cannibals. Oh, my TV just went off! All being said, that was actually really fun to read about and look at, and I've always been interested in Wendigos ever since I saw that episode of Supernatural. I was like, Wendigos, I love them. And my next plan, I may do a Banshee, but a lot of people know about Banshees, and I don't want to do something everybody knows about. But then again, some people don't know about Banshees. But they're really cool. They're an awesome creature, spiritually wise, so I may talk about that in my next one. I'm not sure. Yeah, I hope you guys liked it. And if you guys did like it, leave a like and subscribe if you like my content. And if you are subscribed, press that notification bell so you know when I post, which is Sundays and Wednesdays. But what time? I'm never sure. I never make a specific time, so just click that notification bell so you know when on the day I post. And yeah. I think that's all I have to say. I just recently switched my channel over, as you can tell, to a different name, Sincerely Moose. That is my new branding. I actually really love it, and I'm going to stick with it. And that is what's going to be my new outro now. So, that's all I have to say. I love you all. Take care of yourself. Put your mental health first. I'm just being a dad at this point. Yeah, follow all my social media links down below. I have Spotify playlist if you want to check that out. It's mainly Sleeping with Sirens. I have an issue. I need to update it really bad. But anyways, if you want to check out all the weird emo music I listen to, or if you just need more music to listen to, go ahead. Just follow it. It's Moose's 6 Jams. Because Moose 6 Jams. Anyways, I'm scaring my cat. I hope you guys... Oh wait, I already said that. Guys, I'm losing my mind. I'm drinking coffee. I'm losing my mind. Yeah. That's all I have to say, right? What did I not say? Oh yeah. Go check out all my recent videos. Whether they be fun or not. I'm trying to do more fun stuff, but also scary stuff in the same sense. I want to do more other scary related things other than just telling these weird folklore stories. So I'm going to try and search up more scary stuff to do, but not too scary to where I get my house haunted, because my mom would kill me and probably would go around house to stage every night, and we don't need that. We don't need my mom just going on the apartment stage every night. So I'm not trying to get my house haunted, so I'm not doing anything like that, but I want to do more scary related things. So maybe something kind of like a haunted challenge, but not. So it's not like messing with Ouija boards, because God forbid I will never touch a Ouija board. But maybe just like random, like maybe just telling random ghost stories and stuff like that. Like not just like random folklores and different types of ghosts, but actually telling ghost stories and stuff like that I find online, creepypasta stuff. Actually, I might start doing that. That sounds really fun. Anyways, I might start doing it at 3 a.m. though, filming at 3 a.m. and telling this. Oh no, I don't want to scare. No, now I just brought that idea to myself, and it's actually really scary. Anyways, yeah. My new outro now is Sincerely Moose. So that's all I say. Sincerely, Moose. With symptoms